Hi, I'm Terri Tomlinson, and I'm going to show you an eyeshadow style that I call the Basic 1-2. The Basic 1-2 is the first shadow style that I teach my students at the Makeup Training Academy. It consists of utilizing two shadows to define and shape the eye. What I like about the Basic 1-2 is that it's very simple, using two shadows. It's also universally flattering on almost any eye shape, and it's a great platform for more dramatic styles like the smoky eye styles that are so popular now. So before you start with any eyeshadow, you want to prime the eyelid. Christina already has foundation and a little bit of cheek color on, which I think looks very beautiful. And so now we're going to prime her eyes. You want to use a primer that's a bit sticky so that the eyeshadow has something to stick onto. It gives you a more opaque application, and it also wears better during the day. You just want to put a little bit from inside to outside, across the lid and up to the brow. And now we're ready for shadow. When you choose your two colors for your Basic 1-2, you can choose a very light and a very dark shade, which is more dramatic. You can choose something fun and shimmery, something bright and colorful, and something light, or you can choose two neutrals. The deeper or lighter or brighter color tends to be your number one color, which goes on the lid. You want to use a fluffy eyeshadow brush, something not too long, something that will pick up product and apply it smoothly. And I'm going to use a very warm brown and a cream color on Christina. We're going to start with the brown. I'm going to pick some up. You want to apply it on the lid, from the inner corner to the outer corner, and then blend it up to the entire lid. Now it's easy to want to go over the lid, but then you're really contouring the eye, and that's a very different look. So try to keep your color on the lid. And what you can do is turn your brush sideways and feel the eyeball, and that's where your color needs to end. Just work it till it's nice and smooth. And there you go. And now we're ready for our number 2 color, which is my light bone color. Typically, you don't want to use the same brush because I had a lot of dark brown on that brush, so I'm just going to use a fluffy brush. I'm going to pick up a little bit, you don't need much, and we're just going to apply it. Start under the brow, because that's where you want your best and brightest highlight, and then you're just going to blend it down on the eye. And since I have this fluffy brush, I'm going to take the time to blend the two together. And again, I'm going to use that little back and forth motion. Okay. Now I'm going to line the eye. One of the really popular eyeliner styles that we're seeing right now is the precision line. The precision line is just a thin liquid liner that is put on, and it peaks just slightly past the lashes on the outer edge. And I'm using a transformer with my same shadows that I have. The reason I'm not using a liquid liner and I'm using a transformer to transform my eyeshadows is because it dries very fast, it's nice and opaque, and I don't have to carry another thing with me. So you want to get your transformer into your shadow, stir it around. I'm using a little synthetic brush. Make sure it's nice and opaque. Have your model look down and in. She's done this before. Oh, sorry. And then look out. Now we've got a boo-boo, but we can fix that. What we're going to do is get little blender brush, turn to me a little bit, close, and I'm just going to make a sweepy, smoky eye out of that. You don't have a lot of dry time with this, but you do have some dry time. So if you get a little out of control, just blend, blend, blend. There, that should look pretty good. Mascara is such an important part of every look, and in this case, I'm applying it last to finish the eye. When you use a mascara, if you're using it on someone else, it's really important that you practice good hygiene. So I'm using mascara in a squeeze tube that I can put out on a palette, and I'm using a little fan brush to pick it up. This is the cleanest way to apply mascara. Just pick a little up with your brush, do the bottoms first. You just want to brush it down. And look down. Once you get to the top lashes, you want to put the mascara underneath from root all the way to tips, and then you can also take it along the top, which gives you kind of a double coat in one. And if you need to, you can comb them out afterwards. I like applying mascara with a brush. I feel like I can really get it at the roots and I get a much better application. So now I'm going to do the same eyeshadow style on her other eye, and I'll get back to you to show you the final results. All right, so we have both of Christina's eyes done now, and as you can see, they're very beautiful. All the darkness is against her lashes, which really brings out her eye. Her eye pops, the white looks really white. Close your eyes. And it's very simple, as you can see, it's just the two colors. I want to thank you. Again, I'm Terri Tomlinson of Makeup101.com and Makeup Training Academy. If you would like a list of the products that I've used today, you can find that at Makeup101.com in the Look section. I'll see you next time.